Have you ever heard that phrase, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink? Yeah? Well, in today's video, I'm going to go through a little story that happened this week that will hopefully help teach you how to develop good habits and be successful, enjoy your running and be the best that you can be, because it's quite a funny story. But first, I've got to give a shout out, a word from our sponsor. Yes, I'm your sponsor for today. Yes, my name is Donato, England Masters Runners, first qualified 2019. I also qualified as an England athletics coach back in 2019 also, and have decades of experience working with individuals and organisations to help them get the best and be the best. So there's a link in the description below where you can book a 30-minute discovery meeting with me to see if I can help you in some way, help each other. But also, if you don't have a slot in there, you can also email me at poetwithpace@gmail.com and we can see if we can work something out. All sorts of budgets, all sorts of plans available. So yes, because one plan does not fit all. So yeah, get in touch. Let's crack on with today's video. Yes, let's get those horses drinking the water. Yes, it's quite apt. Here I am by the River Severn. Water, lots of water here. Yes, we can lead those horses to the water. We can push them, we can shove them, but can we make them drink? No, we can't make them drink the water, because it's got to be appetizing, it's got to taste good. So this week's lesson was, now this person I'm not coaching, I'm not going to name and shame, but I've known them quite a while, yeah, and they got to know me. Yes, so I know them very well, and they've got a 10k event coming up towards the end of May, and it's now what, March, and they said to me, you know, we meet face to face, and they said I don't think I'll be ready for the 10k because I've got sciatica. And I thought, oh, having had sciatica myself, and also Lawrence, you would have seen in last week's video, amazing recovery from his accident. He had awful sciatica, I think about 5-6 years ago. I know how debilitating it can be. So I said to this guy, you look fine, you're walking around. Oh no, now and again it twinges, it hurts. And I said, so why don't you book to see your GP? Yeah, he says, oh, I've done that a while back. Oh, have you got a referral to a physio? Oh yeah, I did see a physio. I said, did the physio give you some exercises? I said, yes. So can you see what's coming? I said, are you doing those exercises? Can you guess what the answer was? That's right, no. So so he's been led to the water. The physio's given him the list of exercises. So I said there and then, right, show me the exercises the physio said to do. So I said, oh, reluctantly he done a couple, then sat back down. He says, oh, do you know what, the sciatica feels a lot better now. And I thought, well, do you know what, if you've done these exercises every day, maybe even a couple of times a day, because it's easy to do, you know, maybe it look a bit awkward if you're in an office or wherever, but you can do it in the morning at home and then do it in the evening before bed. Yeah, and get into that habit. It's all about discipline, time management. And I've heard so many excuses from people over the years where, oh, I don't have time for this, time for that. Well, you change and adapt your plan to fit in with your time and schedule. Yeah, I know what it's like having children. You've got to schedule things around children, job, full-time. For me, I was jetting around all over the world with my job and having to fit in, you know, when you land in LA at like 4 p.m. local time, you've been flying flight for almost 12 hours, traveling for 12 hours. It could be tiring, fatiguing. So you have to schedule your training around the actual work, all that type of stuff. Makes sense? Now for this guy, I just told him, you know, you really need to fit in time to do those exercises. And you've already showed to me that it feels better doing them. So why not do them more? And I think the penny will drop. But sometimes for some people, things have to really break down, and this is where injuries come in. And when they get injured, then eventually they start doing something. Yeah, that was today's story, but I've got a little addendum for you, yeah, as I'm passing some people, so I need to stop talking here, otherwise I'll think, why is this guy walking along talking to a camera to himself? Hopefully you liked that little story, because the story for me, if you've been following for a while, will recall, I mean, I have had injuries in the past, but the last injury, touch wood, was running related injury, that is. Whilst I have golfer's elbow now from some gym work. Yes, crazy, eh? But in terms of running related injuries, I had the double Achilles tendinopathy, which literally from doing too much. I went on a long walk, far too long. In fact, it was along here, started off in Birmingham, it was over 50k, far too much, and it really just done my Achilles, both of them in. Now, when I went to see the podiatrist, he gave me a whole host of options and things I could do, and I go with the one where it's probably the longer journey but also costs less. I didn't want injections and operations or anything like that. He gave me a list of exercises which I religiously done every day, in fact multiple times a day, and people wondered why I came back so strong after those injuries, and that would be it, is doing the daily exercises, and I still do them to this day. And for me, one of the key things, especially now I'm in my 60s, 64 coming up in May, oh my god, and this is non-negotiable for me. Every morning when I'm up, I do a whole set of mobility exercises every morning. In fact, I used to record it down as yoga. Some of it are yoga moves or whatever, and I put it on the Strava. And I think a particular YouTuber had a bit of a giggle at how much time I spend doing the yoga. But hey, I don't have as many injuries as him, so you know, maybe there's a lesson there. Yeah. But do you know what? Those mobility that I do each morning when I get up, it makes me feel good, gets me into the mood, moving, doing all sorts of stuff, and also helps with the hips, calves, tendons, knees. In fact, when I go for my morning run, because I've done that mobility, it feels a lot smoother and easier. That's what works for me. Let me know what works for you. Leave it in the comments below. So remember, we can lead a horse to water, but we can't make it drink. Hopefully you're drinking fully now and enjoying your running. See you all soon.